crap. A video? Are you serious? What's up, guys? Jarr here, and it has been a while. It has been a long while. I owe you a bit of an explanation, probably. I've been gone a long time. Fucking Discord. Let me mute that real quick. Pause. Sorry about that. So, back at it. Videos, terrible quality, getting Discord messages in the middle. It's good to be back. Where have I been? Well, I had some changes IRL, family, whatever, that limited where I could record, when I could record, how I would record, and it was all too much. Not to mention, school started, debate started, my work started, and I had trouble finishing all the leagues I was in. I still played most of them, passed some games to some friends, but I was able to get through all of them and survive with my sanity intact, which is the real miracle when you think about it. But yeah, I'm back, and I think I owe you guys a bit of an explanation for what this video is specifically about now. I was invited by TrevCL to join the NPL Minors Tryout Tournament, and we had an 8-mon draft league. I'm going to switch over to the dock real quick, show you some roles. Didn't see those teams. Alright, so this was the NPL Minors Tournaments. Now, first of all, the bans: Megaladios, Mega Metagross, Curum Black, Hoopa Unbound, Pheromosa, Genesect, Shadow Tag is legal, Blaziken is legal, and Torrent and Battlebond Greninja are legal. Now, how this worked was you got to draft 8 mons, and you got to basically work the same way Summer Showdown works, if you've seen that before, with some of the NPL guys doing that. That's basically the principle, and I was really excited to get to do this. I went in with a plan, and as you can see, it started with the first mon there. We were able to get the mon I wanted, and I had a plan. As soon as I drafted that, I knew I wanted Fairy Dragon Steel, and I wanted just powerful wall breakers. The thing I realized went wrong in the GPC was that my offense was either not powerful enough or too frail. So I wanted to find a common ground there while still playing to my bulky style. And I think I did a really good job with my draft. Remember, we got 8 mons, so I'm hiding them, don't want to give away too much. You can't just give it all on the first day. You have to sit and watch the video if you want to know my Pokemon, or skip it through the time bar, but that's your call. But let's get right into it. Mega Lopunny, first overall pick. Now, I want to address, I assume people watching this have some basic knowledge of Draft League, basic knowledge of Pokemon. So I'm not going to just dive into every single move Mega Lopunny gets that's cool. I'm just going to tell you why I drafted it and kind of get into synergy a little bit when I reveal more mons. But Mega Lopunny, drafted it because it is one of the best mons in my opinion in 8-mon format, for the simple reason of that it's so hard to switch into. Dual stabs are still unresisted. You had an increase in fairies in the new generation, but I still think this thing is going to run OU again this year. Excuse me. I also think this thing is going to run Draft League again this year. We were able to get it at 7, which I thought was crazy. I did not think I was going to be able to get Lopunny, but with the addition of new mons, obviously people want to draft him. I think Lele and Coco went 1-2. But this thing is very good. It's very fast and hits hard, which is very good in Draft League format. Now, if you're good, you know the moves it runs: Return, High Jump Kick, Low Kick, Quick Attack, Fake Out, all of the Elemental Punches, Encore. You know this thing. I'm not going to sit here and hold your hand there. Come on, you're better than that. But I am going to tell you that I was really excited to get Lopunny. I think it is one of the best mons in the 8 Draft League, and I think my next pick kind of synergized really well with the idea of what I was going for. Now, I wanted to remain my bulky style of play that I love, while also getting offense that's really hard to switch into. So I got the offense that's hard to switch into. We got to get back to bulk, and the first bulky mon I wanted was Skarmory. Now, I've used Skarmory in the past. I've been critical of it in the past, but one thing that I think I never got was when I had Skarmory, I was a really shit player. So I would jack its defense up, jack its HP up, like, oh, nothing can get through me on the physical side. That's not how you use Skarmory in format. You actually have to be intricate with its EV spread. You have to make sure it's tanking the exact right amount of hits, physical and special particularly. You'll probably see more SPDEF spreads in this tournament, or even some offensive spreads. I want to try some crazy stuff this format tournament, and I am really excited to get to use this thing. Obviously, Sturdy is the main ability. This thing, though, gives me a few things: Rocker, Spiker, Defogger. Now, I didn't want to limit him to all those jobs, obviously, every game, so I did some building around that later in the draft. You'll see when we get there. But this gave me a solid start to a Fairy Dragon Steel Core. This gave me a solid defensive Mon, and a Mon that is extremely hard to break, especially if you can fix it with the right team. And I think I did a really good job. But Skarmory, pretty basic. You know what Skarmory does. It's been in the game for fucking 5 generations now, 6 generations, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 generations now. You know what Skarmory does. Nothing new, but this is something a lot of you might not have seen in Draft League before. Gothitelle, and it is Shadow Tag Gothitelle. This thing is awesome. I can't wait to use this thing. I have never gotten to use a Shadow Tag Mon, and Gothitelle, whenever I get to use it when I'm helping somebody prep, I get so intricate with its EV spread of like figuring out exactly what it needs to take down one Mon. If Gothitelle, in my opinion, isn't going 1-1 every game, it's not doing its job. Alright? It should be able to take down one thing. You have the advantage knowing what you get to trap. So I am so excited to get to use this thing. I don't want to give away too much of what I'm planning, but this thing is going to be a monster for our team. Let me just tell you, just because of the ability to... First of all, let me go back to synergy. I was talking about that earlier. Lopunny, not a lot of switch-ins, alright? Not a lot of Mons can take hits from Lopunny, and the few that can, Gothitelle can probably beat 1v1, or at least cripple Toxic Thunder Wave, something like that. I am so excited to see that synergy of like, if I can trap the one Lope answer, and then kill everything else with Lope, we're looking really, really good, especially if they're getting worn down by spikes and stealth rocks, and oh, I'm so excited to use this thing. It's got a good move pool. You know, its stats are a little to be desired, but you know, still a good Mon, solid Pokemon, and I am excited to get to use this thing, especially paired with another monster on my team, Volcanion. That's right, we got this bad boy in the 4th round. I was so hyped to get this thing because it is an absolute monster. Now, quick side note, rules of the NPL, you get 2 Z-move Mons. Volcanion was my first Z-move Mon. I declared this thing to be Z-moves first. So, why is Volcanion good? High special attack, high attack, great move pool. Speed, not really there, but I can work around that. I can find a way, maybe I scarf it, you know. We can do certain things to make sure Volcanion's in a good position. And my favorite thing about this bad boy is the Z moves. He has such good coverage. Earthquake, Superpower, Sludge Wave, Fire Blast, Steam Route, you know it. And he is going to just fuck something up with a Z move every once in a while. Balloon Gym, this thing has instant Solar Beam now. It's so good with Z moves. And I think that it pairs really nicely with the rest of my team because it's a Scald switch in. Fire Resist, Hello Skarmory, and its base HP is nothing crazy, so if I draft a Wish Passer, hint hint at my next one, I know, not subtle at all, not cool, not funny, get over it. If I draft a Wish Passer, this thing can be brought back to health. I have a good defogger to get rid of those rocks on my side of the field, so I'm not too worried about Volcanion, and this thing is bulky. This thing is 120 defense, 80 HP, 90 speed F. You're rarely going to OHKO this thing unless it's stabbed super effective, so I like this pick. This thing is going to be a monster for our team specially, and like I said, it's the same thing with Lopunny. You have these 2 great wall breakers, Lopunny, Volcanion. They have 1 or 2 counters on a team, Goth traps, Goth kills, bam, done. Now they sweep, and that's the key. That's how I plan to use this offensive core I've built. But, you know me, stall player I am, I can't just pass by with offense. I needed to get some bulk and a Wish Passer, so hint hint, Florges. 78 HP, not the best Wish Passer, but very doable when you look at the base HP of my other Mons. 80, 70, 65, 65. It can pass wishes to those things above 50% almost on all of them, and it's really, really bulky on the Spadef side. Skarmory, Florges, Jarr, you're an asshole. Yeah, suck it up. These 2 together form a great fairy steel core that is hard to break, and with the large introduction of fairies, it wasn't hard to see how Florges got into the 5th round. And one of the biggest problems with my GPC team was that it lacked a cleric. It lacked somebody who could get rid of those statuses for me and really benefit the team. And Aloe was great Wish Passer, not a good cleric. I should have learned from that, and I have, I think. Florges gets access to 2 forms of recovery, stops dragon types, and is bulky as shit on the Spadef side and can stop any special attacker it needs to. So, that's the main reason I got Florges. So, got Skarmory, got Florges. I want a dragon type, but I'm pretty sure I can wait on the dragon type I want, because what I really wanted was Zygarde 50%, but that went the round. I got Florges the pick before Florges, actually, because my plan was to get Lope. Originally it was to get Lope, Skarm, Volcanion, Goth. I decided Goth first because Volcanion was kind of replaceable, Goth not so much, but I didn't see myself getting this next mon because it was late. It's the 6th round. You think you're picking from scraps? Not in an open draft, boys. You can get anything in an open draft, and to get this mon in the 6th round was absolutely crazy to me. It benefits my wall core, it gives me another rocker, and it's a hard stop to electric types, which we're looking to run a little muck over my team. My boy, the Don, is back. Hippo. He is back from the GPC, the MVP. I loved using this thing offensively, defensively. It's a great rocker, great physical stopper. This thing puts in the absolute work, alright? It is Spadef on, if it needs to be, defensive on a lot of things. It can stop those fire types Skarm struggles with, the electric types Skarm struggles with, the poison types Florges may struggle with, and the fighting types. Like, this thing combined with the other two forms such a great wall core. It's insane. And I love it. I love it. And he is got a great move pool. We've seen it all before. You can run berries, you can run assault vest, you can run bandit, you can run anything you want on this man. He will get it done for you. And that HP, this is probably the only mon on my team Floor just can't, like, for sure wish pass to, but I mean, it's not gonna stop me. You know, I gotta get my boy the Don back up to full health every chance I get. But that's the first 6 mons. I got 2 more to cover, I believe. I will see you on the next screen. What's going on? Just kidding. Not gonna do a whole nother intro. We're above that shit here. Got it? Good. Alright, so next mon, Goodra. You already see it. No point in hiding it. Goodra. Slurp Dragon. Alright, this thing is great. It finishes my Fairy Dragon Steel Core. Gives me another Spadef wall. This thing is a choose Spadef hits. And it finishes off my wall core nicely. I couldn't find a type that really broke through me. Like, I was kind of struggling with grass, special attackers, because, you know, they can pack coverage for Skarm, maybe beat Florges 1v1. Goodra Sap Sipper shuts that down. Fairies kind of have checked with Skarm and Florges, so I'm not too worried there. Dragons, Florges, and Hippowdon, and Skarmory. So Goodra just fits so well. It's an electric resist, it is a special sap sipper, and this thing gets such great coverage as well. It is my second Z-Mon. It gets just as good a coverage as the other Mon Volcanion, if not better. We know this thing is so hard to switch into the signature Assault Vest set with any 4 moves you could possibly want, and to get this thing and finish a wall core and also provide great offensive support as well is amazing for me, and I loved it. Now, just scroll through its moveset real quick, because a lot of you may not know Goodra's full moveset, so you can pause it, look if you want. It is a monster on the physical and special side. It's actually a mixed attacker, attack 100, special attack 110, not that big a difference, and it provides me an 80 speed tier, which, believe it or not, was something my team was lacking at this point. Speed, something really fast. Covered that with my next pick, because I can't just have a low punny and everyone else in the 80s and below. But Goodra, Assault Vest user, Specs user, Life Orb user, Expert Belt user, Leftovers user. This thing can do it all. 2 great abilities in Hydration, Gooey, and Sap Sipper. 3 great abilities, excuse me. Hydration, Sap Sipper, and Gooey. And last, but certainly not least, Zoroark. And I was so happy to get this thing. Few reasons. Synergy. This thing, imagine like seeing Lopunny, but it's not Lopunny, so you switch your Lopunny counter in, and your Lopunny counter isn't a Zoroark counter, or your Volcanion counter isn't a Zoroark counter. It's beautiful to see Zoroark fucking disguising and throwing people off. My team creates a whole new style of play. You have to think about every single thing. Is that Zoroark? Am I going to get trapped this turn if I make this play? The synergy of how it makes my opponents think is huge for me. It gives me the advantage because I'm the only one that knows what's going to happen and knows what's on that field. But Zoroark, this thing has good coverage, physical and special threat, and it's a dark type. Pursuit Trapper, disguised Pursuit Trapper. Do you know how powerful that can be? It's so good, and I love this thing for a few reasons. It's a setup sweeper, Pursuit Trapper, and it's going to throw my opponents the fuck off and make for some great goddamn memes. You already know that's coming. But it's also my second form of priority, thought being the first. But boys, that's it. That's my team. 8 Mons, and we have to get through a very, very tough series of battlers. But I am prepared. I have been practicing Draft League a little bit since I've been gone, and I gotta say I've been coming up with some creative shit, not trying to pat myself on the back, but I'm gonna do it because I'm the fucking greatest. Just kidding, not really. But I am so excited to participate. Thank you to the NPL guys for giving me the shot. Our divisions have been set. The games will be uploaded as they happen. So until then, boys, glad to be back. Signing off for now. Later.